It's here, it's real, and it is awesome. Guys, Smosh the movie just came out today in digital HD and DVD, and I will say it is awesome. Smosh the movie kind of marks the 10-year anniversary of the extremely funny YouTube duo Ian Hecox and Anthony Padilla. Now, I've been a fan of these guys for a long time. They're funny guys with a lot of creativity who decided to go on YouTube when it first began and made this great duo show together that is amazing, and people are still watching today. They're one of the biggest YouTube channels on YouTube, and they are fun. And now they have finally gotten 20th Century Fox to help them make a full budget movie with Alex Winter as director, probably known best for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which makes him the perfect choice for this movie, but I will get into that later. So in Smosh the movie, Ian and Anthony, who play exaggerated versions of themselves, they're kind of down on their luck. At least one of them sees it that way. Ian is just still living with his parents. He watches a lot of YouTube videos, making creepy comments, being as funny. Ian, just all over the place self. Ian is awesome. But Anthony is a little bit more the focus in this movie, and this shows like kind of some character development from Anthony, which is something I wanted to see before. He's finally getting a job, but he's picked on a lot by a bunch of kids who are just not taking him seriously at all. Girls laugh at him. He's trying to grow up, but he's being held down in some ways by Ian, who just doesn't get the picture. So he's just kind of down on his luck. And then they find out about their 5-year high school reunion, and a girl that he really liked several years ago is going to be there who he screwed up with. So this is his big chance to win her back. However, a video surfaces on the internet that he hopes that she hasn't seen that shows him doing something really embarrassing at their graduation party. So basically, what are they going to do to solve this? They're going to have the perfect plot for this movie about a YouTube deal, and they're going to go into YouTube itself in order to take the video off the internet so that she'll never see it and he can win her heart back. And how are they going to do this? They go to Steve YouTube himself, who is not a real person, but I will give it props. Steve YouTube is so hilarious in this movie. He just nails the role. He's hilarious. He's the big CEO of YouTube. And I just also want to point out that in this movie, like all the CEOs of Amazon or Twitter or whatever they are, their last name is actually the company they run. So I thought that was a funny detail. But enough about that. So they go into a portal and they're in YouTube itself, and they're going through all these videos in order to try find the video that Anthony messed up on so that they can take it down, which offers a really interesting plot line. Alex Winter was a really good choice for this movie because he directed Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which is one of my favorite movies. And in that movie, you know, they go through a time machine into all these different time periods. So this is a similar plot, only it more applies to modern time, so it's something that a lot of people can really relate to. They're going through all these really funny viral videos, which offers them to be put into the place of a lot of funny situations and can kind of be their funny YouTube duo self. I won't give too many spoilers because I want you guys to be surprised in this movie, but just to name a few examples, you know, there's one scene where they are in a video game commentary and they're being chased by a giant gorilla with a chainsaw. A giant CGI gorilla with a chainsaw. And then another scene, they get caught in a woman who is also trapped in YouTube, who's doing commentary on what's just going on in the media. It just offers all these situations. Like I said, I know spoilers are probably the best way to convey why I think they're funny, so I'm not going to give any spoilers because I want you guys to be surprised because this is a movie being worth surprised in. Also, getting back to that, the movie itself, I'm just going to be honest, isn't always funny. It's not a perfect movie, and there's some problems, like with it being a theatrical movie, that it's not always funny. But like what I love about this movie is that, you know, they perfectly blend Smosh's YouTube style, their kind of surreal, zany friendship that goes on there, while also blending it into a feeling like it's bigger and is a theatrical movie. They blend it together really well, and I will give credit to that. However, that does offer the problem sometimes that it's not always funny, but what they make up for really well that I love is that they just make up for having a funny atmosphere. Because what I always like in comedy is when they don't always tell jokes or doing something that makes you laugh. They have a funny atmosphere that's really entertaining and fun to watch that you can really get invested in, and that movie never stops doing that. So I will give them credit for that. When they're not always doing something funny, they are always captivating your interest. One of the ways they captivate your interest is it looks like a movie made by YouTubers. The filmmakers acknowledge that we are in an age of digital media and a bunch of different people making digital content, so it feels like something that YouTubers could have made. What I also love is that 20th Century Fox, you know, gave them the reins to make a big full-length movie, so there's no obvious constraints that they were held down like a lot of YouTubers can be when they make their own movies, which I really like to see, because this movie could have been ruined just by the simple fact that they didn't have full reign and the budget to make what they wanted to, but they completely had it thanks to a big studio supporting them, but they had their creative YouTube freedom to do so. So I really respected them doing that. And whenever there are little little glitches, like, you know, it's not the highest quality, or it's obviously, you know, fake. They do it for a comical effect, and when they want to make it feel like they're inside YouTube. So back to the characters. The characters are their crazy YouTube selves, and they're always funny. But this movie, what I did really like about it, like I said, is that it goes for a different level of seriousness. There is some character development, and actually, I don't want to get too sappy, but there are some touching moments between Ian and Anthony. You know, it really acknowledges some of the problems that they always have with their friendship on YouTube. In their YouTube series, they can bond as friends, they can have fights with each other, which offers some really interesting situations. So that's what I really like to see. And they don't like overdo it, like just make it unbelievably sappy, but there are some good moments of that, and I did like to see that. But they are funny together. I will give them and that they are so funny, and that is what they're so good at, because it's obvious from years of doing this. So guys, Smosh the movie was fun. I loved it. You know, it was a great achievement for YouTube, and it marked the somewhat 10-year anniversary of their life on YouTube so far, because it was just really fun to see. As a Smosh fan, there are a lot of things to appreciate, but also if you're just a YouTuber who likes the age of the internet, this is also entertaining for you. But if you're a casual movie fan, I think you'll like the different style that they go for when they're making this movie. So I know that as a reviewer, I should just give this an outstanding, like, based on what it is, but you know, I'm biased, and I've given the outstanding rating to too many movies, so I'm going to give Smosh the movie, because I feel they pull it off, I'm going to give it my first mind-blowing rating. I'm too lazy to put an effect for that. So guys, Smosh the movie is out on digital HD and DVD now. Get it on either one. I would recommend it on digital HD because it's only $10, and I think it's a $10 that's worth it. You'll have a good time with it, and I think you'll love it no matter what type of movie fan you are, but that's just my opinion. So have you guys managed to see Smosh the movie yet? What did you think of it? Are you a fan of Smosh? Do you think it was worth buying? What did you dislike about the movie? As always, leave your constructive comments as you let me know below, and I will see you later.
In that case...